Hello, everybody. Konbanwa. Hi, guys. What's your evening like? So, earlier today, my friend Aina-san, who lives in the neighborhood, she stopped by to drop off some sashimi and French dressing, homemade French dressing. And so I thought this would be a good time to enjoy some sashimi with sake. Yes, yes. Actually, our friend Dennis Tani from Okinawa sent us 2 bottles of premium sake, but we're saving that for another live stream when Satoshi can drink with me. So today I just went to the local 7-Eleven to buy this sake. I had Satoshi come with me, and he says this one might be pretty good. So yeah, but how are you guys doing today? こんばんは、トラオミさん。こんばんはです。ライブは珍しいですね。I thought I'd do live stream on this one. Recently, I've been doing weekly live streams on the Instagram, but I thought, why not do one on Shinichi's World? Why not? Yeah. So who's here today? Hello, Daniel Panic. Always good to see you. Jeremy. Hi. Good evening. Me Dibble. Good evening. RS. Hello. Ariel. Good evening. Ramsey. Good evening. Titai. Hello from Sydney. Nice to meet you. こんばんは、トロミさん。Star Jen Evening. Kamari Noden. Hello. Angel Lover. Hello. Robin. Hello. Glad to see you as well. Glad to see you. Let me show you the sashimi. Do you guys like sashimi? I don't know if you like sashimi. I hope this doesn't gross you out. Sashimi is raw fish, and right now I'm having 3 seasonal fish. During the autumn, we eat these 3 fish. One is katsuo, which is bonito, aji, which is what is it? Horse mackerel, I think, and then buri is oh my god, I can't remember. Buri ってなんだっけ? Buri is in English yellowtail. Yellowtail. Right. Yeah. And so this is what it looks like. はい、これが今日の刺身です。これアジとブリとカツオです。はい。And you know how much this costs? これいくらだと思います？いくらだと思います？ How much do you think this is? こんなにあって。This is from Nakano. There's a fish monger there. The total price, that's the price. これが値段です。580円ですよ。580 yen for all of this. 580 yen, that's like $5. Ramsey Shaker, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for the kind words. Really appreciate it, Ramsey. How are you today? Me Dibble. I'm glad you are here. I don't use the gram. I dislike it. I love sashimi. Thank you. りょうてつ、こんばんは。りょうてつさん、元気ですか？元気ですかね。りょうてつさんね、広島に行った時ね、本当はね、一緒にお酒を飲みたかったんだけど、今度ぜひ一緒に飲みましょう。Yeah, I met up with Ryotetsu when I went to Hiroshima, and then we were supposed to drink sake, but all the shops were closed by the time we got there, so we only could drink a couple of beers, canned beers at the park, but that was nice too. That was nice too. そう、900円くらい？いや、580円です。安くないですか？安いでしょ？ It's very cheap. Okay, and this is the sake that I got today. How many of you guys are sake drinkers here? お酒飲みますか？うん。お昼たくさん食べて夜晩酌。そうです。はい。今日晩ご飯はなしで、これが今日のご飯ですね。いや、これなんて呼びます？これなんて読むの？これ。僕漢字あんまり得意じゃなくて。これ。このお酒ってなんて言う？ Relax Disco 酒飲みますか？ Shall we clear 酒。Things are going well these days. Hope you'll visit Hiroshima again. Thank you, りょうてつ。沢の井。沢の井。That's the name of this sake. 東京の酒です。東京の酒？あ、そうなんだ。Okay, so this is sake made in Tokyo. Interesting. Feng, you don't drink alcohol. Oh, that's totally fine. Yes, sorry. These flowers are also from Aine-san. Aine-san, arigatou ne. I think she's sleeping already. She sleeps quite early. She's a very early bird. But this is from Aine-san. She brought these flowers for me because she thought I was depressed or something because she heard that I couldn't sleep at night, which is true. I'm not sure if I was depressed. I think I was just having insomnia. But anyway, let's pour some of this. Live Polarex number 1. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Really appreciate it. So this is my sake glass from my uncle who lives in Toyohashi. カズくん、ひとみねちゃん、ありがとうございます。これ、使ってます。よく使ってます。では、in Japan, we say 乾杯。乾杯。乾杯。うん。美味しい。結構美味しいよ。うん。Satoshi wasn't sure I would like this one, but I like it. ね、これ何どこで作ってんだっけ奥多摩奥多摩 Yeah, so this sake is made in a place called Okutama, which you have been to before. We went down by the river, and there's mountains, but that's inside of Tokyo. It's a very nice day trip from the center of Tokyo. Okay, I should get something in my system before I get too drunk. Hello, Esther. How are you? I'm good. I'm good, Esther. How are you today, Esther? Hello, Detroit. So excited to watch your streams. I love you so much. Oh, thank you, Detroit. So you're amazing. And this is the homemade French dressing from Aine-san. And one of you guys asked, is Aine-san I from Eyes Munchies? No, Aine-san is a completely different person. She's just a fan. Now she is a good friend. And she lives nearby. And one day she caught me doing a live stream just on the street. And I bumped into her and she said hello. And that's how we got to know each other. And then one day she wanted to bring us some food. So I let her. I met her near our apartment, and now she comes all the time to bring things for us. But yeah. So anyway, you know what? With the osake, sashimi is best. So ね、何しようかな。What should I start with? カツオ、アジ、おぶり。Katsuo. So this is katsuo. This is bonito. This is the fish. Once it's smoked and dried, it becomes the bonito flakes. So this is a fresh one. And right now, this is in season, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put it into my sweet soy sauce. I like sashimi with sweet soy sauce. じゃあいただきます。うまい。うん。うん。Mm. You know, sake pairs so well with sashimi. Like seriously. Oh, it's so good. If you are wine drinkers, for example, you know how some wines pair really well with certain types of food. It's the same with sake. Once you have sake that pairs well with raw fish, oh, you can't go back to eating sashimi without sake. It's so good. It's so good. It's really good. Yeah. Same. Yeah. It's like a steak. Yeah. Katsuo is good, cooked as well. Then, 皆さん、お刺身って、何のお刺身が一番好きですか？ What's your favorite sashimi, guys? Is it tuna? これなんだろう？ What is this here? これブリ？何？ I don't know what this one is. これブリかな？アジ？ごめん。これアジだ。This is アジ。I think. And there's some ginger on top. ちょっと生姜とネギがかかってますね。Ramsey, how does it taste fresh? It tastes lighter. It tastes lighter, and it has to be fresh. So it's not fishy at all. There's no fishy taste. How does it taste? It's really difficult. どういう味なんだろうね。どうやって説明すればいいんだろう、刺身ってね。どんな味ですかって聞かれると、すごい難しいんだよね。Aji, I love aji. Especially with the slivered ginger and the green onions. Most good. I like that one. I think that's one of my favorites. Mm. Mm. Aji is mackerel. Thank you. Thank you so much, Relax at Disco. うん。美味しい美味しい。え何 Heaven? Herring, like herring. Okay, Satoshi says it's kind of like herring. Hmm. Thank you. Relax at Disco. Aji is mackerel. Esther, you like salmon. And Toromi-san, salmon. So buri ne. Nicole, I'm not a fan of fish, but I eat tamago and inari and things like that. I see. Now, I used to be the same, to be honest with you. Hmm. Yeah. If you're like me and can't drink alcohol, what would you suggest to drink with it? Night pork. So you don't drink alcohol. So I think let's see, the best thing to drink with sushi. そうですね。アルコール飲めなかったら、お寿司食べる、お寿司や、お刺身食べるとき何がおすすめですか飲み物。はい、うん、お酒飲めない人は。もう完全にアルコール飲めない人。うん。Jeremy, green tea, me dibble good tea. That's true. Tea, green tea. I suggest green tea too. Fan of Coke and sushi? I don't know about that. I don't suggest having Coke with sushi. I don't think that pairs well. That's my opinion, of course. Ume pickle juice. I don't know about that either. Ume pickle juice. That's interesting. Something I might try. じゃあね、これは、ブリ I think this is buri. And there's some green onions on it. But it looks like that. グリーンティーソーダかなそうだね。やっぱりお茶だよね。飲めなかったらね。では。あ、うまっ。I think 美味しい。The reason why I look so surprised is because it's so amazingly fresh. Like there's no fishiness whatsoever. It's actually refreshing. うま美味しい。So, there's a little bit more sake. By the way, guys, yesterday we went to meet our friends for yakiniku. It was the first time we met up with friends since the pandemic started. Our state of emergency has ended on Friday. So Friday was the first day that alcohol could be served at restaurants again, and restaurants could stay open until 9. So it was really nice, and got to meet up with friends to have yakiniku and beer and sake and shochu and highball. Yeah, and that is the reason why I couldn't get up this morning until 11:30, which is pretty much noontime. But that's okay. It was worth it. It was fun, and I missed my friend so much, so much. And at first, I hesitated to hug him, but we couldn't resist. I had to give him a big hug. I could not resist. I haven't seen him for so long. Yeah. How about you guys? I know I asked this question on Tabi Eats, like you know, after you guys were able to when you met up with your friend or your family after a long time that you couldn't, how did you feel? How was it for you? あゆねさん、フレンチドレッシングもうまいよ。This French dressing that Aina-san made is really nice too. You can taste the mustard. Salad and sashimi and sake. Perfect 10 p.m. Supper. Jeremy, you couldn't tell I was drinking at all? Good. That's a good thing. Ruby Slippers asking, was it busy out last night? It kind of was, yeah. Yeah. But we went home right after the yakiniku, so I don't know. And on the way home, Satoshi was so wasted. So that's all I remember. I only remember that because I was afraid he was going to fall down the stairs. So I was focused on Satoshi not falling on his face. Hmm. Hmm. Lord of the Flies, you feel anxious. I know. I felt a little bit anxious too. Hmm. My, Joe Bear, why is there a 2 year wait for reservations for that restaurant though? That's a good question. And I ask that myself too. First of all, their capacity is very limited. Not a big restaurant, although they have two branches. And they use top quality Wagyu meat. And it's not all you can eat or anything. So it's very, very high quality at a good price. Although the price is not cheap, it's actually 7500 yen, 7,500 yen per person. So it's about 70 US dollars per person. And that includes various meats. I think you have about one, two, like 10 different types of meats that come. Of course, pretty much like one bite each. And then you have noodles at the end. And you serve yourself drinks from the counter. There's beer, highball, chuhai. There's three different bottles of sake. There's some other things that you can drink. There's soft drinks as well. But 7,500, 7,500 です. It's just very, very popular. Like from word of mouth, it got around, and then once people go there, they love it so much, and then they make a reservation right then and there. And so it just got to the point where the waiting list is two years. Oh, hey King Pei, my goodness, how much did Satoshi's drink? He actually drank less than me. King Pei, he drinks less than me now, and I can drink more. So the tables have turned, and he likes spicy food now, whereas I don't handle spicy food that well. Isn't that interesting? Um, Christian, hello. Do you prefer cooked fish or raw fish better? That actually, I like both. I don't have a preference, and it really, really depends on the fish. If it's like a fish like cod, for example, I think I prefer that cooked. I've never had raw cod before. But if it's something like tuna, I like it both ways. I like a tuna steak cooked well, but sometimes I find tuna steak too dry for me. So in that case, I prefer to eat tuna raw. But it has to be fresh though. That's very important. Salmon, I like it cooked as well as raw. Maybe for salmon, I prefer it cooked. Yes, maybe that's the reason why I don't choose salmon sushi that often. I like smoked salmon though. I like smoked salmon very much. Sergio Ueda, 1969. Hello. Hello, Bumble Blush. Hello, Joe Bear. Hello, Svedai. Zero. Will you do ramen reviews again? Of course we will. Yes, we actually have lots of ramen. Uh, Talking about ramen. Wait, before that, can I just take another bite of sashimi? You have all these things, right? On with the sashimi. This is called tsumami. Tsumami ですよね、日本語では. That accompanies your plate of sashimi. And these are slivers of daikon radish. The green thing is perilla leaf. We call it shiso in Japanese. Shiso. Yeah, and they're delicious with the fish. I like to eat my fish. What I'm gonna do is, let's see. ちょっと待ってよ。こういう食べ方するんですよね. So that's my piece of sashimi with the daikon radish and the perilla leaf in the back, and I dip a little bit of soy sauce, just a little bit. ちょっとだけ. Not the whole thing. You don't want to drench your fish in the soy sauce, or else you just taste soy sauce. More. That perilla leaf. That's so much flavor. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 美味しいね。Hey YB, YB, no, this fish is from our friend Aine-san who lives nearby, and she went to the fishmonger today, and she saw some very fresh fish of the seasonal fish, and so she brought it over for us, and she said, "You gotta eat it today." I said, "Okay." That was delicious. Mm. Feng, is that like a mint leaf? I guess it's kind of like a mint leaf, different flavor, but same idea. I think it's even more aromatic than a mint leaf. It's not minty at all. It's more herby. Does that make sense? Kempe, what sake am I drinking? Mm. Well, I'm drinking Tamanoi sake. Do you know it? This is a sake from Okutama in Tokyo. Kristen, what does Perella taste like? Perella, for me, it's herby. The best way I can describe Perella leaf is herby with a slight sweetness. It's not like sugary sweet, but it adds a sweetness to food. It's really hard to explain though. Yes. Kempe, we'll have a blast drinking sake next time you come to Tokyo. Good morning, Hikari Rain. How are you? Uh, hello, finest kind. I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I don't miss it. I bought clothes, shoes, and bedding. And I eat higher quality food. I give money to feed people too. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you, finest kind. I drink alcohol now and then. I only drink alcohol when I can pair it with food. I don't really like to drink alcohol just for the sake of getting drunk or to party. I don't do that. Those days are far behind me. I just like the way it makes food taste. Yeah. Kristen L. She saw. Yeah, she saw. Perilla leaf. She saw this, yo. Okay, I'm gonna save half of this for Satoshi so. But we have a lot of fish here. That's katsuo again. I'm gonna eat katsuo with so ne with the daikon daikon 食べる。うんうんうんうんうんうまいうん美味しい I never used to like sake, but in the same way, I never used to like beer, and I never used to like wine. I've learned to like it because I experimented. With beer, I never liked beer before until I went to Amsterdam. I went to a craft beer place with some friends, and I had some craft beer that surprised me. Like it didn't taste like your typical beer. It didn't taste like a Kirin or Asahi. It didn't taste like a Michelob or Budweiser. It tasted completely different, and it intrigued me. I was like, wow, I'm tasting citrus notes here, and there's some kind of aroma in this one. So that really intrigued me. And then I had another one that was darker and deeper, and reminded me of molasses and chocolate. And that's how I started to like beer. It became very interesting to me. And then same with wine. When I first started drinking wine, I could only drink sweet wine. But as time went by, I went to I used to go to this French restaurant with a guy I used to go out with a long time ago in my 20s, and he was a rich guy. He used to take me. He took me to this very expensive restaurant called La Tour d'Argent, which is a French restaurant based in Paris, and they have a branch here in Tokyo. Very expensive, I gotta say. There's no price list on the menu. Can you believe it? So you don't know how much you're paying until the end. It was my birthday, January 27, 1966. For those of you who don't know how old I am, well, you can calculate now. I was born January 27, 1966. And I asked if they had a wine that was made in 1966, and they did have one. So they brought that over, and he says it'll pair with what I ordered, which was a duck, and it was fantastic. It was like that pairing made the food taste way better for some reason, and that's how I got into wine. Uh, However, I do have to say the price of that bottle of the wine was 170,000 yen. So it was about 1,600 US dollars for a bottle of wine. Fortunately, I didn't have to pay for it. And of course, the meal was cheaper. The meal was about 300 US dollars per person. Still pricey, but it was shocking. It was shocking. In my mind, I was thinking, wow, I could probably fly business class to Hawaii if I find a discounted business class ticket, or I could fly to Hawaii economy class 3, 4 times. But anyway, that was that's how I got into wine. And then same with sake. Yeah, we had a assignment for a sponsor to do sake pairing with food, and I panicked. I thought I don't know anything about sake. I don't drink sake. So Satoshi and I we started pairing different sake with different food, and that kind of opened my eyes. Like certain sake actually made certain food taste better, and vice versa, and that's kind of how I got into sake. Mm. Mhm. YB, I'm only 30 years old. Thank you. You are my best friend now. I'm getting so red now. Uh, and Christian, I know. So you are 55. Exactly. I'm 51. I'm 55. Yes. Ramsey, no, I'm not 66. I'm 55. How did you get to 66? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that was expensive, huh? So yeah, so I used to go out with him. It wasn't a serious relationship. I was really young. I was always broke. It was when I just came to Tokyo, and when you're young, you kind of spend all your money. You don't know how to manage your money. I didn't really have a proper job. I never really had a proper job, except when I was a flight attendant. But I was always poor, and yeah, there's this guy that wanted to pay for everything. So I was like, why not? And I mean, I wasn't going out with anybody else, and so he would take me to these very expensive dinners. And good thing about that is that it taught me a lot about wine and made me learn to appreciate wine as well. So huge gratitude to him. Thank you very much. Hello, Lawrence. How are you, Lawrence? What is up? Hey, good evening, brother. Did I miss the sashimi? No, we got sashimi here. Lawrence, you remember that one time we went to Tokyo Skytree and we ordered like a humongous boat of sashimi with a humongous bowl of tempura, and we couldn't eat all of it? You remember that? You were like, just get the boat, just get the big bowl of tempura. I'm like, we can't finish it all because you don't need to finish it all. It was so much food. And then after that, we went to eat ice cream, and Lawrence, you felt sick and you had to go back to your hotel room right after that. Thank you, Lumi. You are so kind. You are so kind. Yes, Maruku 76 IPA beers have great aroma. I totally agree with you, which is why Satoshi, that's his favorite beer right now, IPAs. He loves IPAs. Scarlet Red Magic, hello to you. Hello. Do you guys mind if I just see who's here while I sip on my sake? Yeah, you were sick after, Lawrence. Hello, Mindy's mom. Hi, Mindy's mom. How are you doing, sister? Hey, Kim Hiku Miki. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Exactly, Christian Hansen. There are nuances depending on grapes and regions and the conditions and age for wines. I totally agree with you. And it's the same with rice. Yeah, the sake is different depending on where the rice is grown, the water. It is so different, so interesting. Living Tokyo, こんばんは。こんばんは。はじめまして。じゃないですよね。じゃないですよね。Ozan, which country is your favorite food from? Well, that's a really difficult question. I think the reason why we run a food and travel channel is because we love every country. Of course, countries we've been to and countries we haven't been to, uh, that we still have yet to discover before I die. I'm 55, you know. But no, I really can't choose. I can't choose what my favorite cuisine is. But some of my favorites are, no, there's too many. There's too many. I love Japanese food, obviously. I like Japanese food more since moving to Japan. To be honest with you, when I lived in Hawaii, I didn't love Japanese food. I was more into Thai food. Um, and then I didn't really care for American food. Like I never ate burgers or chicken fried steak, things like that when I lived in Hawaii. And so when I moved to Japan, that I started having cravings for those because we couldn't get them here. And then I guess learning and knowing about the history of those regional American cuisine made me appreciate them more, and so I like those now too. I love Chinese food. I like Szechuan cuisine, Cantonese cuisine, dim sum. Whenever I go to Hong Kong and I meet up with Lawrence, he takes me to places so that I can experience food I've never had before. So especially Chinese food. If you stay in like say Japan or even America, for example, I don't think I don't think it's easy to find like regional Chinese cuisine. But in Hong Kong, you can find a lot more. When I went to Singapore, I tried vegetarian Chinese cuisine, which was fantastic. So no, I can't decide. Hello, Mambo. Good to see you, Mambo. Japanese beer suggestion, Sergio Ueda. Uh, Japanese beer suggestion. Satoshi, do you have a Japanese beer suggestion? No, no, no. Mm. Ebisu. His favorite Japanese beer is Ebisu. Hojun? Okay. Recently, his favorite beer is Spring Valley. He prefers Spring Valley. Spring Valley is Kirin. Kirin, made by Kirin. It's a new beer. Yeah. Hello, Ozan from Turkey. Do you know Turkish food? I sure do. And you know what? Ozak, Ozan, a little story. Before the pandemic, we had plans to go to Turkey for a work assignment. Yeah, the government of the tourism board of Turkey invited us over to Turkey to try Turkish food and to see the sights, and we were all ready to go. And then the pandemic happened, so that never happened. But that's a story for you. Yeah, so I definitely want to go to Turkey. Kempe 45, Koedo? Do you like Koedo? They have like different types of Koedo. Which is your favorite Koedo? Martin Chestnut, all free alcohol. Thing, I love Korean food. I love Korean food. Jeremy says, I would love to see you guys have a loose meat sandwich. What is that? What is a loose meat sandwich? That sounds nasty. It sounds kind of sexy at the same time. What is a loose meat sandwich? Bumblebush, I would love to go to Turkey. Yeah. And Teresa is asking, have you ever had soul food? No, what is soul food? I think I have an idea of soul food. I've had like chicken and waffles. Is that considered soul food? I love that. But I know there's a lot more. I've never had collard greens before. Always want to try it. What exactly is soul food? Daniel, you spend a lot of time in the US. It seems, do you feel like you're American as well as Japanese? I think so. I feel like since I've been in Japan for so long, I am more Japanese than American. But the part of me where, like, uh, the part of me where I will speak my mind is American for sure. But then there's many Japanese people who speak their mind as well. But I'm like that. I'll say, you know, I'll speak the truth. I'll speak my mind, um, in a polite way, of course. And if someone gives me a compliment, I will if they are of Western culture, I'll usually say thank you. But if it's a Japanese person, I would say no, 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 no. そんなことないです. So it's I can switch between the different cultures to to conform with that particular culture. Because in here in Japan, if someone says, "Oh, I think you're handsome," it's it's I guess it's not common for someone to say thank you. Usually you'll say no, 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 come on, something like that. So, okay, Christian, black eyed peas, mustard greens, fried chicken is a country food. It's a country food. Okay. Dragon 1974 UK. You have to try Caribbean food. I've never had Caribbean food before. No, never had that. Darcy, I have had sloppy Joe. Oh, is that the loose meat sandwich? I had sloppy Joe before because we lived in Hawaii next to a neighbor who used to make sloppy Joe. Of course, from the can, I think it was a canned sloppy Joe. I've had that a few times. Difficult to eat, but pretty tasty. Yeah. What's your favorite kind of food, guys? Write it down in the comments. What's your favorite food? 皆さん、一番好きな食べ物って何ですか？何ですか？Yeah, I would like to know, what is your favorite food? I'll wait until I have another piece of sashimi here. Have you ever tried dishes from Myanmar? Never. No, I don't even know what Myanmar dishes are. Are you from Myanmar? I've never had Myanmar dishes. Esther, Japanese, Korean, Thai. How about Dutch, Esther? Scarlet Red Magic. I love food, but some things like cakes and cookies, they don't like me. I eat too much. Hey, I'm the same. But I feel like they like me too much, that they refuse to leave me once I consume them. I love cakes and cookies. Thank you, Ozan, for the kind words. I really appreciate it. I really look forward to visiting Turkey. Really. We have some Turkish restaurants here in Tokyo. We have quite a few of them. I'm not sure how authentic they are, but they look like they are run by Turkish people. So would you like to see us visit a Turkish restaurant and review it? We'd love to do that. Caroline. Hello, Caroline. Caroline says Dutch food is mostly flavorless. I went with that mindset when I went to the Netherlands before the pandemic hit. I went with the mindset that don't expect too much from the food. I think that was a good way of approaching the food because I wasn't expecting much from the food. I actually enjoyed it more. I think, for example, I really enjoyed stroopwafel. Well, these are mostly sweets, but the Dutch waffle, I love that. I love the pancake. Oh my God, I can't remember what they were called. Pannenkoeken. I think they're called pannenkoeken. Love that. Love that. I enjoyed the soups, and I did enjoy the mashed potato. I forgot what it was called. The mashed potato with it. There was sauerkraut mixed into the mashed potatoes. I can't remember the name of the dish, but I enjoyed it, and I especially enjoyed the potatoes. Love them with the yopi sauce and the mayonnaise, the Dutch mayonnaise. Delicious. I can't get enough of that. Interesting. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Puffages. Thank you. Yes, live Polarex puffages. Oh, I love those. Oh, Lawrence, pancakes was great. Do you remember Lawrence? Lawrence went to the Netherlands with me. Lawrence, what were your favorite Dutch food when you went there? And don't say Chinese food, because we did have Chinese food twice. And Kim, yes, I did have a haircut. Do you like it? I feel like it's a bit short. I'm not used to it yet, but it's fine. It is fine. And stroopwafels, Inge. Love stroopwafels. Love them. I also enjoyed a bitterballen. I had bitterballen. That was delicious too. Scaredy cat, you are Americanized Japanese. I am. I love that you're multicultural. Thank you. I feel like I'm more international maybe because I don't feel American, but I do understand the American culture. And there's definitely some American aspects to myself, but I'm also very Japanese. Um, yeah. Thing. I like Chinese food in Amsterdam. Me too. Esther and Tamara took us to a Dutch Chinese restaurant. It was served so unique, and it wasn't anything like Chinese food you have here or in America or even in Hong Kong. It was so different, but it was tasty nevertheless. It was delicious. I think even Lawrence agreed with me that he enjoyed it as well. Mindy's mom, thank you. You're so kind. Mindy's mom. Kim Hee Cool, you're kind too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Caroline, you got Chinese takeaway here today in Amsterdam. It was delicious as usual. But hey, I have a question for you guys today. So when traveling reopens, the borders open, where would you like to go first? You guys are always asking me questions, and yeah, it's time for me to ask you guys questions. Where would you guys like to go first? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Can't believe I'm eating salad with sake. Mm-hmm. Right? Chinese food is great there, huh, Lords? Japan? Brandon, you're gonna go to Japan to see your boyfriend again. That's amazing. Caroline, Japan. Brian, Austria. Piccaninny's Hokkaido. Dragons, Taiwan. My kids want to go back to Japan. Buckley, Japan. Feng, Australia. Star Jen says Japan or Singapore. Why not both? Christian, Alaska. Interesting. Shariklia, Korea and Japan. Toxic Krabby, saving up for Tokyo. Keep saving up. It'll happen soon. Nighthawk, Osaka, Teresa Williams. Hi, Mindy's mom. Sorry. Um, Esther, Tokyo. Aris, Japan. Vanessa, Japan. Buckley, Taiwan. Inga, New Zealand. That's amazing. Mindy's mom, Japan for sure. Of course. Of course. Daniel, you were in UK for a month, but you like to go back to Japan. うん。トラオミさんまだいますか？トラオミさんだったら、旅行とかってするんですか？トラオミさん。クレイグ・エムさん、こんばんは。今年3週間の旅行をします。札幌から広島。そうなんですか。3週間。いいですね。いいですね。いつ頃ですか？ね、僕もね、札幌行きたいですね。札幌行きたいし、また広島にも行きたいし。うん。実は来週か。ちょっと待って、今日日曜日でしょ？来週沖縄に行くんですよ。2週間行けます。Lawrence, where do you want to go first when traveling opens up? I'm sure you're dying to travel. I'm sure you feel suffocated. And Leila Bueno 28, state of emergency already lifted in Japan. Yes, it did. And I made you guys a video today. I just actually came back from filming in Shinjuku at night because some of you guys said you wanted to see a night walk video. So I walked through the cities of Shinjuku, showing you what the first weekend looks like after the state of emergency got lifted. So stay tuned. That video is coming up tomorrow. Hi. Oh, Martin, I love Miyajima too. Brandon, other than Japan, I want to visit parts of Europe. Me too. I plan to go to Italy. That was in my original plans as well before the pandemic happened. So I really like to go to Italy as well. Italy is one country I haven't really gotten to know. I've been to Paris, I think 4 times in the past. I've been to Amsterdam once, but I really like to go back to the Netherlands again. But yeah, Italy would be nice. I would love to. Everything's food centric, but I want to eat pasta in Italy and gelato and pizza. Yeah, and some traditional Italian sweets because I'm not really sure what Italian sweets are other than tiramisu and gelato. So I don't know. Wolf Edge, I hope the filming of it wasn't too chaotic. Not at all. It was actually a lot of fun. A lot of people out, but it felt like Shinjuku came back to life again. That's what it felt like to me. Mm. Mindy's mom, we're coming up on 4 years since you and brother Satoshi came here for your first meetup here in Los Angeles. Can you believe it? It's been 4 years, sister. 4 years since the first time we met up in Los Angeles. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember meeting up with all of you and in Little Tokyo. Satoshi and I were so nervous. My cousin Paula was there. And some of our fans made these like little things, so that was nice. And we went to dinner after that. It was really nice. I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the meetup with you guys in LA when I went with Lawrence. We met up at City Walk, and that was nice too. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed going to Porto's because that was my dream for the longest time. The food was so good. And oh my God, the selections. There's so many selections. Hard to choose, I gotta say. Really delicious. Mm, mm. Thank you, YB. You enjoyed my Juju Shopping Street video. Well, more like that coming up real soon. Very happy you enjoyed that. Mm. Sergio, when will Japan's border open? Well, my prediction is spring of 2022. That's my prediction. However, Satoshi's prediction is this year winter. That's his prediction. Yeah. Oh, Elena from Italy. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We do follow you since a long time. We like you a lot. We send you lots of kisses and hugs. Thank you, Elena and Stefano. Thank you. I cannot wait to visit Italy. I really want to go to Italy and eat real Italian food. One of the things, I think one of the missions in my life, personal mission, is to go, is to enjoy the taste the food in the country of its origin. I want to know the authentic taste of foods. It's something that's important for me to know. I don't know why, but it just is. Like for example, soul food. One of you talked about soul food. I want to eat soul food where it originated, not here in Japan. I don't think it's the same. It's like Japanese food. It's not the same outside of Japan. And so I like to taste the food from its original country. So although we have Turkish food here, I'd like to try the Turkish food in Turkey. Yes, yes, that's what I want to do. Craig, 日本が明けてから東京のフードツアー行いますか？それ計画してるんですけれどもね、実はね。Yeah, so Craig M is asking, once Japan opens up, are you planning on doing food tours? And we are thinking about that. There was a company that approached us with that idea last year, and we've worked with them a few times. They're good people, and they are interested in doing these food tours, Tabi Eats food tours, once traveling opens up. And we wouldn't mind doing that. We think it sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. I don't know what you guys think of it, but yeah, definitely something I want to do. Me Dibble, being a little selfish, I want to see you in the UK. I never think I'm going to travel again, so I want you to come to me. How come? Why do you say that, Me Dibble? Why do you think you'll never travel again? I'd love to go to the UK. I've never been to the UK with Satoshi before. Yeah, so that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, and I remember going to the department store Harrods. I think it was called Harrods. I remember the food hall. It was gorgeous. I remember I felt like I was in dreamland. All the food looks so yummy. Mm. Soul food isn't complicated. It tastes better from an old granny though, says Angel Lover. Well, I definitely want to try it though. Hmm. My goodness. I'm not sure if Kempei is still here, but I'm pretty sure Kempei, the first place you want to come to is Japan, right? I hope Lawrence wants to come to Japan too. I think that I hope that's his first place that he decides to come because you haven't been back to Japan in a long time. たなおみさん、商店街の動画好きですよ。ありがとうございます。うん。So, since you guys have been so kind to spend some time with me here, let me tell you what we're going to be doing this coming week before we go to Osaka. Of course. Oh my God, Kempei, you know me so well. Please meet me at the airport with a bit of sake. All right, will do. Yeah. So tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow I'm buying my new iPhone, buying the iPhone 13 Pro. I heard the camera is really good, so I'm going to buy that. So we're going to the AU shop tomorrow to buy the phone. And then on Tuesday, we're going to Tokyo Disney Sea. Yes, we are. Obviously, we are going to be filming, but we're also going to just enjoy it as well, as much as we can. It's really hard to go to the Disney parks in Japan now because you need reservations, and reservations are very hard to come by. There's a capacity limit. It's very, very difficult. So we finally got tickets to Tokyo Disney Sea, and so we're looking forward to that on Tuesday. We're going to be filming, and then Wednesday we are going to be having dinner at Totoratte. Totoratte, the restaurant we call the Tabi Eats restaurant, because they are closing on October 28th, which is this month. Not all bad news. We're a little bit sad, to be honest with you. But they're closing, so we want to go one last time, and we want to film it as well. And they're reopening next April or May in a different area. Just so sad that they're going to be in our area. Sorry about that. The microphone. Just sad about that. No, they're not closing for good, Kempei. They'll be open in Sunamachi. So, not Sunamachi. Oh my God. No, not Sunamachi. どこだっけ？トトラテ開けるところ。He must be sleeping. It's somewhere else, but we will let you know once it opens. But it's going to open sometime in April or May. But it's still sad that they're going to be in our neighborhood. And then Thursday, Friday, we're staying over in Kawagoe. We're going to be filming a hotel for you, hotel and a food court. The food court is located inside the hotel, and it's cool because it's Kawagoe's first food court. It's a modern food court. And what makes this particular food court special is that all of them use ingredients from Kawagoe. Yeah, most of the ingredients come from Kawagoe, which is that area. So they're focusing on local and quality ingredients. There's like a burger stand. There is I don't remember the others. I just remember the burger stand, but they have like 4 or 5 different stands, and this is inside the hotel. And it's a reasonable hotel, so we really looking forward to that. そうなんですよ。トラウミさん、サトシ寝たかもしれない。Kempei. Yes, more Koedo beer. More Koedo beer. Thank you, Scarlet Red Magic. This is from Aina-san, who also brought the sashimi for me. She brought this over because she thought I was depressed. I wasn't really depressed. I just have insomnia. I haven't been able to sleep this entire week. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. What do you think of Chicago deep dish pizza? You know, I've only had it once in Hawaii, so I don't really have an opinion of it. Also, we do a good thin crust tavern style pizza. People don't really know we have 2 types here. I didn't know that either. I would love to try that one. I want to try both styles though. I want an authentic Chicago deep dish pizza. I also want to try that thin crust tavern style pizza. I love pizza. Yes, I want to try that. Yes. So Thursday, Friday, we go to Kawagoe. We have a lot to film. And then we have to get all the editing done before we leave to Okinawa. On the following week, the following Tuesday, we leave to Okinawa for 10 days. And of course, we'll be filming like crazy over there too. We'll try to get some R&R as well. But we got a lot. We got a very busy year. But this is the best time to hustle for YouTubers. At the end of the year, we is the busiest time for YouTubers, all YouTubers. So yeah, I plan to work my ass off, really. Kempe, you guys are sound really busy. We're always busy. This year I don't remember when we were not busy, but this year, for some reason, especially, has been really, really hectic. I'm not complaining. We had a lot of sponsorships, as you guys know. If you watch Tabi Eats, like a lot of our videos are sponsored. So grateful for that. I feel so blessed, like seriously. Um, and we keep getting sponsorship offers. I've been saying no to a lot of them these days just because doing sponsored videos take a lot of energy out of me. I have to really think about the content, and I have to um, remember the lines, which takes a lot out of me. You have to hit all the talking points, and you have to try to remember it, and you have to sort of be able to say it without reading. It has to sound natural. So yeah. So until the end of the year, really, we're booked up with sponsorships, and once again, not complaining. It's a good thing, and so grateful for all the sponsors that are kind enough to accept us. But yeah, not complaining at all. Anyway, I've been talking for a long time. Oh my gosh, that's what sake does to me. It makes me a talker. I'm not really a talker, to be honest with you. I'm more like a listener, unless I have sake in my system. But anyway, oh hey, Dark Paracord, how are you? I'm so glad I stayed until you dropped by. I know now it's difficult for you all to come up with new content due to COVID and many shops now opening. Well, you know what, Dark Paracord? The state of emergency has been lifted on Friday, so everything is open now. So that's good. The only thing, though, what makes it difficult for us to film is that it's discouraged from talking when you're eating at a restaurant. Like this, and when we're filming, we do have to sort of talk loudly into the camera, or else you can't hear our voices. You can hear more of the background noise, even if we use a microphone. So we usually go during off-peak hours when there are no customers. And Yotetsu, I am getting a little drunk now. I seem to be talkative now. Yes, I am. I am. Obviously, I think my eyes are looking heavy, no? Hello, little Lady Vampy. Glad that you are here before I ended this. Oh my God. Yes, we can drink in Japan now, but I don't drink. That's okay. That's okay. You can drink non-alcoholic beer. They have that. They have that. Thank you, Esther Chat, for joining us here today. Goodbye, Esther. Have a good evening or day. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Um, and my moderators, thank you, Mindy's mom, sister, for being here. I don't know what time it is over there. I'm pretty sure it's like super early in the morning. Uh, but thank you for being up to moderate for me. Really, really appreciate it. Mindy's mom, I really cannot wait for you to join us here in Tokyo, so we can take you all over. We can feed you some menchikatsu and sea grapes and everything you want to eat. Mm. And to the rest of you, I can't wait to welcome each and every one of you back to Japan once traveling opens up. では、おやすみなさい. It is time for me to sleep. おやすみなさい. Good night, everybody. おやすみ. Gute Nacht.